I want to talk in light of Florida about your personal transition, a decade old now, on an issue that's really front and center across the nation, questions around gun rights, gun control. You know, you famously grew up hunting in upstate New York, kept 2 guns under your bed, came into office with an A rating from the NRA. How did your personal thinking evolve, and do you expect other political evolutions in light of all the teenagers, kids standing up today?
I do, and I can tell you exactly. So when I was a House member, I supported Second Amendment and really just looked at the issue through the lens of my constituents, which was really focused on hunting, just having the Second Amendment, having hunters' rights. And when I got appointed to the U.S. Senate, I knew I had to figure this out because there were big issues in my state that I did not spend enough time focused on. And so it happened 9 years ago when I went down to Brooklyn and I met with parents who lost their daughter. Her name was Nyasha Prior Yard, and she was killed by a stray bullet while she was just at a party with her friends. And I met her classmates. I met her whole class. And these young people came up to me and said, "You need to help us. We don't want to die. You need to do something to end gun violence. We don't want to hear excuses. We want you to do something." And that's exactly what's happening right now. The fact that you've got a girl like Emma Gonzalez who can give an amazing speech and say it's all BS, and that in fact what's affecting this debate is the greed of the NRA and members of Congress who just want to be supported financially and politically by an advocacy group that only cares about making money. It's literally all about money. To have a young teenager show up at the town hall for Marco Rubio and say, "Will you stop taking money for the NRA?" and Marco not having the courage to say yes. That is changing everything. It certainly changed everything for me because there was no way I was going to leave that opportunity to meet that family and those kids without having a different answer, without saying, I will stand up to the NRA. I will do what it takes to end gun violence. I will support universal background checks. I will make sure there's no trafficking of guns into our communities. I will work to ban the assault weapons. I will work to ban the military-style clips. I will work to make sure people who are gravely mentally ill and have violent backgrounds never get access to weapons. And so that's how it happened. And it was not an evolution. It didn't take a lot of time. It was that moment looking into a mom's eyes who lost her daughter.
Do you see any